think this is working. This is my first attempt at screen sharing. So, hey everyone. Noah here from the Pointe at Norcross. Normally, I have my face, obviously, on the screen because I'm reading the physical book. However, I found this wonderful website called oxfordowl.co.uk, and it is a wonderful little library of free ebooks for children ages 3 to 10 plus. So today I'm going to be reading Rumpelstiltskin, a classic fairy tale, and I hope you guys enjoy. And I hope this video is working. It'd be a shame if we were already a minute in and the audio is just not working at all, but I guess we'll see afterwards. Either way, let's get started. This is Rumpelstiltskin by Joanna Nadine and Alejandro O'Keefe. In the far-off times, there lived a poor miller and his daughter, Lily. Lily was a kind and clever and good, but the miller was a show-off who liked to tell tall tales. Lily was in love with a prince, but was too poor to be his wife. So the miller went to the king and boasted about his daughter. "She can spin straw into pure gold," he said. The king was delighted and summoned Lily to the castle. There, he took her to a turret and showed her a bale of straw. A turret, if I remember correctly, is like one of the towers. It's just another name for one of the towers. "Spin it into gold by morning and you may marry my son," he said. Then he locked the door. But of course, Lily had no idea what to do and stamped her foot crossly. At this sound, a goblin appeared. "Give me your necklace and I will spin the straw into gold," he said. Lily's necklace had belonged to her mother, so she did not want to give it away. But she did want to marry the prince, so she agreed. The goblin was as good as his word and spun the straw into reels of gold. The king was pleased, but he was also greedy. He took Lily to another turret with 2 bales of straw. "Spin it into gold by morning, and you may marry my son," he said. Then he locked the door. Again, Lily stamped her foot, and again the goblin appeared. "Give me your ring, and I will spin the straw into gold for you," he said. Lily gave him the ring, and the goblin spun the straw into reels of gold. The king smiled when he saw the gold, but it made him greedier still. He took Lily to another turret with 3 bales of straw. "Spin it into gold by morning, and you may marry my son," he said. Then he locked the door. So obviously, the goblin's not a good guy. The king's also not too good of a guy either, if I'm being honest. Again, Lily stamped her foot, and again the goblin appeared. "I have nothing left to give you," she said, "but I need your help." So the goblin thought and replied, "Give me your first child, and I will spin the straw into gold." Lily, who did not much care for babies, agreed, and the goblin spun the straw into reels of gold. This time, the king kept his word, and Lily married the prince. The years passed, and in her happiness, Lily forgot that she did not much care for babies. She and the prince had a little boy. They called him Tom. Lily also forgot her promise to the goblin, but the goblin did not forget. On Tom's first birthday, he came to the castle and said, "Give me your baby." Lily could not bear to be parted from Tom, and offered the goblin gold instead. But the goblin said Tom was the only treasure he wanted. But, as I have told you, Lily was a clever girl. "If I can guess your name, will you let me keep Tom?" she said. "I will give you 3 days," said the goblin, "but you will not win. The child is mine." Lily set to work. On the first day, she wrote down all the boys' names she had ever heard of. When the goblin came that evening, she said, "Is your name Adam?" "No," said the goblin. "That is not my name." "Is it Ahmed?" asked Lily. "No," smiled the goblin. "That is not my name." Lily tried Akeem and Anton and Hassan and Hans. Each time the goblin said the same thing. "No, that is not my name." On the second day, Lily went to the castle library and wrote down all the boys' names she hadn't heard of. When the goblin came that evening, she said, "Is your name Achilles?" "No," smiled the goblin. "That is not my name." "Is it Axel?" "No, that is not my name either." Lily tried Kareem and Casper and Santos and Solomon. Each time the goblin said the same thing. "No, that is not my name." On the third day, Lily had run out of ideas, so she went for a long walk into town. She walked around the market, listening out for anyone with a different name. The only names she found in the market were ones she had already tried, like James, Jack, and Jonas. Lily had almost given up hope when she saw a market stall selling reels of thread. A little man was singing to himself as he stacked them in neat piles. He sang, "My name's not John, my name's not Jim. My name is Rumpelstiltskin." Lily smiled because she could see that the little man was the very same goblin who wanted to take Tom away. When the goblin came that evening, she pretended not to know. "Is your name Gumboot?" she asked. "No," smiled the goblin. "That is not my name." "Is it Marmalade?" asked Lily. "No," smiled the goblin. "That is not my name." I love this next panel. Lily tried Slurp and Squelch and Mutton and Tintin, but each time the goblin said the same thing. "No, that is not my name." Then Lily had one last guess. "Is your name Rumpelstiltskin?" she asked. The goblin stamped his foot so hard it went through the floor. He pulled with all his might, but he was stuck fast. You ever been so mad you slammed your foot through the floor? He must have been Superman. Lily offered to help him, as long as he vanished forever. The angry goblin disappeared. Tom stayed in the castle with Lily and the prince, and for all I know, they are living there still. You can see him leaving in the back. Probably carrying all the reels of not wool. Maybe wool. I already forgot. Straw and twine. So this is also a really cool part about this website. It's like you had the physical book in your hand, and it would be like you could ask your child to retell the story. And it's like using the pictures, like what happened here, and then what happened here, so on and so on and so on until you get to the end. And you can have them retell the story so you can see how they understand it and see what parts they understood and help them learn by having them retell you the story. And you close it as if it were a physical copy. Because these books are... You can buy these Oxford Reading Tree books. Again, this is a wonderful little website I came across. It is right here, www.oxfordprimary.co.uk. I think that's actually for Oxford University Press. So, not that one. The one I found is Oxford Owl, all one word, just like up here, .co.uk, like down there. So oxfordowl.co.uk, and it's really nice actually, and it's free, so you don't have to be a teacher or anything. You can just make a parent account and you get access to a bunch of books for free, and you get like traditional tales like this, like Cinderella, Aladdin. I picked Rumpelstiltskin just because I like saying the name. It's very fun. But there's other like categories of books and stuff too. It's very interesting. It's very nice. I'm probably going to use this in my classroom once we start doing in-person learning again. Either way, this has been Rumpelstiltskin. If I go to page 1, I think... Yeah. Written by Joanna Nadine and illustrated by Alejandro O'Keefe. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.